What's up guys, it's Lord of the Cubes, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I build a puzzle. This is something that some of you guys said you wanted to see in my 1000 subscriber Q&A, so I thought I would finally get around to showing the majority of the process of how I make my own puzzles. So the puzzle that I'm going to be making today is a 3x3 dodecahedron. I already have one of these. It's a QJ one. It's got a white body. Turning isn't super great, but it's alright. The color scheme, as you can see, is really weird. They've got two very similar shades of purple. I like this one better, honestly. They put white stickers on white body. No. And it's also pretty small. In fact, here it is next to my 2x2 dodecahedron mod, and the 2x2 dodecahedron is actually bigger than it. Anyway, I found this design for a 3x3 dodecahedron on Thingiverse. I will link it in the description, and today I'm going to be showing you how I build this puzzle. So the first thing that I do is 3D print the parts. I use a Cheaty X-Max 3, I believe. I always print one of each piece type before printing the full puzzle, and this is how they turned out. The centers turned out pretty well. Of course, I had to add some support here since it was printed in this orientation, but those can just snap right off and they're good to go. And these are the center caps. What's really cool about this is that these actually just slide right in instead of having to be like super glued on or anything, and they fit pretty nicely. I really like this center cap design. This edge came out really well, but the corner actually has a lot of just stray filament, so I'll add more support for the corners when I print out the full puzzle.
3 hours later.
And the remaining corners actually came out really well. The supports can be broken off relatively easily, just like this. Okay, I have no idea where that went, but anyway, this part of the corner actually came out a lot better this time. There's still a little bit of excess filament there, but that's nothing a little bit of sanding won't be able to fix. So with that said, I actually have all the rest of the pieces printed for this, and all I will have to do now is just like sand down those parts of the corners, and then I'll be able to assemble the puzzle. After sanding down each of the corners, I believe we are finally ready to start assembling the puzzle. And since this is a 3x3 shape mod, we can just use the springs and core from a mass-produced 3x3 for it. So this is a cheap old 3x3 I don't use anymore, and we are going to destroy it. I'm actually very happy with how this puzzle turned out. It's a much better size compared to my other one, and it actually turns quite nicely, but it's not done yet because no puzzle is complete until it has colors on it of some sort, and my choice of coloring a puzzle is with stickers. Some people use tiles like Jacob cubing. We don't talk about that, but now I get to show you guys the process of cutting stickers. Woohoo! Just like with printing the parts, I always make sure to cut only one sheet of stickers to test out how they look before cutting the other 11 sheets. In this case, I accidentally made the stickers a bit bigger than they should have been. The proportions were a little bit weird to begin with, but I resized them and cut the new stickers and they fit fine. And this is the finished puzzle. This is my dodecahedron scheme that I've wanted to put this on a puzzle for quite a while. This is my first time being able to actually do so, since this is my first dodecahedral puzzle that I've 3D printed. Basically, I wanted to put orange on the white layer, just like it does on a 3x3 next to blue, instead of yellow, because yellow adjacent to white is a crime. So yellow is opposite to orange, and red is opposite to maroon, which is the new color I introduced. And I like the look of it, honestly. By the way, turning on this is actually really smooth. Broke in really nicely. It was still a little stiff after assembly, but I lubed it, and a little bit of weight 5 goes a very long way when it comes to 3D printed puzzles. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Only thing I don't like about this is the sticker proportions are a little weird. You can see like this pentagonal sticker here kind of fits fine, but like these ones are like a little bit pressed up against the edges, you know. These tiny ones up here were a total freaking pain to get to stick, but that's alright. Now I really wish I could checkerboard this puzzle because I feel like it would look super cool, but unfortunately it's actually not possible to checkerboard this specific shape mod. You get something like this, kind of like a pseudo checkerboard almost, but that's all you're gonna get, unfortunately. Anyway, yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's a much better size, even if it's actually only a little bit bigger than the old one. It still doesn't look quite as small compared to the... Yes, it does. Okay, well, size doesn't matter, so... Anyway, point is, this one's black body, so it'll match my other puzzles, and I finally got to use my dodecahedron color scheme on an actual Twisty puzzle. You may have also noticed that this puzzle actually matches the color scheme of my rhombic dodecahedron 3x3, which I recently restickered. You can see all the similarities, just like this. Yeah, this makes my perfectionism extremely happy. Anyway, that is going to be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see me making more puzzles, and actually comment which ones you want to see made off of Thingiverse if you want to. And I will see you next week for a video, hopefully. Sorry, I've been slow on the uploads lately, by the way. I've just had a lot of new activities, new people in my life to, you know, make time for, but I'm trying, I swear. There will very, very likely be a video next week, so don't worry about that. And on that note, this is Lord of the Cubes signing off.